Hello, beautiful people. This is PrimroseCameron.com, and I'm super excited, all striped up and stuff. But today is a great day, as it always is. Why? Because I'm here, you're there, they're here. We are excited about today. Every week we've just been promoting the goodness of people and what we're doing to transform lives and how we're just enhancing our families and our communities. And so, today is no different. So we are all the way live with Girls on the Run of Volusia County with the one and only Karen in the building. Yay! And Ashley as well. And so we're going to jump right in. But I do want to tell you I'm like on 100 right now because I saw Tony Robbins this morning and we're on fire. So I'm just living intentional lives and really making some things happen. And I am so glad I'm amongst these beautiful ladies because they're doing the same thing. And I don't know about you, but I know about me. People need people to make this world go round. And so we want to jump right in, Ashley and Karen, and we'll start with Ashley. If you could tell us a little bit more about yourself, and then we'll hear from Karen.
Okay, great. I have a background in social work, and I have been with Girls on the Run for about a year and a half, and I absolutely love it. Love the program, love the community that exists within
And you're from West
West
Volusia?
I'm not. I grew up in Atlanta, but I have been here for quite a while.
Oh, awesome. Yes. Thank you. Karen?
And I'm a retired psychologist. I worked here in DeLand for 20 years.
Awesome.
And I got involved with Girls on the Run 13 years ago. So we've had it here for 13 years now. And it was after I met the founder of Girls on the Run, Molly Barker, and came back to DeLand and mentioned to a couple of friends we should do this. And we did.
Wow.
Right.
So this is like encouraging and inspiring and everything wrapped into one with a nice little bow on it. Because I read, with the international impact that it has from location to location, what made us transpire to Volusia County?
Well, when I met Molly, I just thought it was just a super great program. And she was actually about to go on tour with Oprah Winfrey. And she practiced her she practiced her talk on the family because she was dating a relative, and at the end we were all crying, and I came back and said to my friends, this just sounds like an amazing program and we need to help young girls as much as we can. So they started the program, and of course they said to me, well, you got us doing this, so you have to be on the board. So we started then our board of directors.
Now I want to know, because I like little scoops, So what was her? I'm that type of girl. So what was the talk? What did she share? Why did it get started?
She was a high school chemistry teacher and a recovering alcoholic, and she felt many of her problems had to do with how society tells girls you have to be thin, you have to look good, you have to act a certain way. And she called it the girl box. And while she was running one night, she just had this epiphany that girls shouldn't have to do that. They needed to break out of the box and be who they want to be, no matter their shape, their size, whoever they are, that's who they should be. So she developed the curriculum and started it with one school, 13 girls in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it grew from there, and now over 1 million girls, maybe 1.5 million by now.
1.49 million have been served.
Yeah, she started this in 1996. Wow. So it's been going on all of these years.
Was she still teaching at that time when she started?
Once the program got going, she was teaching.
You think?
She was getting the program going everywhere, and she's no longer involved, but she goes back to the summits every year because she's branched out to other nonprofits. So she just gets involved with something and goes for it. So but she's still very much she is a visionary,
community advocate, very involved in Charlotte.
She really sees the vision.
She developed this curriculum that teaches girls how they impact others, how people impact them, what they can do about that to make the world a better place. So they learn about gossiping, bullying, emotional self-control, media advertising. They learn that women on those magazine covers don't really look like that.
That's right.
And represent, exactly.
And that the ads are designed to make you feel bad if you don't buy particular projects or look a certain way. So we teach them you don't have to do that. Just love yourself for who you are. But they do also learn about nutrition and being healthy and increasing physical activity also to be healthy. Not so they will be thin, but to be healthy.
Yeah. And you know, this of course is an area that's dear to my heart. I've been an educator for over 20 years and a mentor for at least 15, 16 years. And so the impact that society has on girls, we know what the effects are, right? And so what have you seen in your experience and expertise over the, not only working with Girls on the Run, but as a whole with the girls that we that you serve?
Well, you mentioned something at your opening, that relationships are really important. And so that's critical to our program. It's critical to our program for coaches and girls, girl to girl, but also adult volunteers to adult volunteers. You know, we believe we're changing the world one girl at a time. So I have seen and witnessed girls really have change when people pour into their lives and let them know that they're important and that they can do wonderful things and they're capable. And Girls on the Run, we have a phrase that we help girls find their limitless potential, find and believe in their limitless potential.
And boldly pursue their dreams.
And boldly pursue their dreams, that's right.
And what grades, I don't know if we mentioned a little bit earlier, what grades are we?
So when we say Girls on the Run, it's the program from 3rd through 8th grade. The Girls on the Run curriculum is for grades 3 through 5. And then we have a wonderful curriculum for middle school girls called Heart and Soul. So 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Oh, wow. Now, are we in particular schools or are we community-based?
Good question. We are school-based for the most part. We have had one non-school-based site, the Boys and Girls Club of Spring Hill.
Yay! Shout out to Miss Shavers.
That's right. The beautiful Althea.
Yes.
Big supporter of Girls on the Run of Volusia County.
Nice.
And we've been in private schools also. So in
Okay.
fact, this season we have St. Barnabas participating.
Yes. And for many years, Sacred Heart in New Smyrna.
Yes. So, and some schools don't participate every season. They say sometimes the fall is just too busy getting going, so they just participate in the spring. But there are some schools that participate both fall and spring semester. And we're all over Volusia County. It's not just DeLand.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So,
Nice.
and their 10-week program culminates in a 5K run that we have at Father Lopez High School. And it's a nice, safe, protected environment.
Right.
You don't have to worry about traffic. And the families come and cheer on the girls.
Wow.
And I invite city and county officials and school principals, and they put the medals on the girls as they cross the finish line.
Wow, that's
And
exciting.
every girl gets a medal. We timed the race, but there's no winner announced because the girls are just competing against themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone's a winner. They set a goal and they get there. And one of the great things that they learn about cooperation in this program and not being so competitive. And every school has up to 15 girls. And some schools, there are girls who just walk. They're slower than the others.
Yeah, I was going to ask you
Well,
that. Right.
every girl will finish but one who's on the course with her run buddy. Every girl runs with an adult run buddy.
So the adults have to be actively involved.
Well, the girls often take off and leave them in the dust. But
That's
again,
right.
but they're there in
That's
spirit.
right. Then all the adults are walking together at the end.
so it's a nice, safe place. Too, for that reason, we don't have to worry about a girl getting kidnapped off a road or something. So the whole school will go back out to that one girl and walk in with her over the finish
Across
line.
the finish line.
And when you see that, you just start crying every time.
Yeah, you do.
I know.
Oh,
This past season, great story, there was a young girl who was differently abled. She had never been able to walk more than 1 mile. And she finished the race. She finished 3.1 miles with her teammates who went back and found her and did the final laps. And she crossed the finish line, with just hundreds of people cheering for her. It was really sweet.
Her parents were ecstatic because she usually wears braces on her legs.
And she didn't finish the race.
She worked really hard
I love that.
to get stronger. So Girls on the Run is for every girl.
Yes, every girl.
Every
Yes.
girl. Everyone's welcome.
We've interviewed girls in the past afterwards when we've had articles in the Beacon years ago, and just to hear what the girls say. Like one girl said to me once, "I'm not a shadow anymore. I can speak up for myself," and those kinds of things do bring tears to your eyes.
Brings tears to my eyes. I know. Yeah,
Or
definitely.
help with siblings in their own home. We've had parents say that they help with conflicts with little brothers or little sisters and become leaders volunteers in their homes.
Yeah, so it's not, just based on running. It's based on so many other principles, so many other values that are instilled in children's
it's not
lives.
a running program. Running is incorporated into the curriculum. So first they talk for a while about the particular topic, like gossiping. And then they run, but they have to do a task when they run, like they have to run down and back and write something down. For example, there's a lesson on gratitude. So they learn that it's so much more important to be grateful for things than to be complaining. I'm wearing my Choose Joy button.
I love that.
And so when they run down and come back and then write down something for which they are grateful, whether it's a person or a thing. And by the end, they have 9 important things that they are grateful for them to think about whenever they're thinking of complaining.
Right.
I
down.
think we need that in adulthood, right?
It's an anchor. It's an anchor.
I'm gonna have to
for
try
them.
that out.
Yeah,
My
very
parents
good.
may punish me, but I'm grateful they take good care
Yes,
of me.
yes, and they're with me and supporting me. Well, so if I were an elementary school student, what would be some other areas that I would expect to kind of learn in the program?
One of the things that I like about the program is the girls towards the end of the season choose how to impact their immediate community. So it's a community impact project. So the coaches don't decide what to do. The girls together decide, come up with ideas, vote, and then they execute some sort of volunteer service project. So some of the schools have painted their bathrooms and put positive words and quotes in their bathroom. Some have done beautification projects. Some have collected money for children's cancer research.
So a lot of community input.
Absolutely.
Impact.
That's right.
Love it. And if I were that's elementary school. So if I were a middle school student,
they do the same thing.
Oh,
they do a community service project as well.
So how does a parent get their child involved?
Great.
There's, at the beginning of this semester, the coaches let everyone know they can sign up. And I'm not sure how they do it exactly. Do they have sign-up sheets?
So
or is
for
every school?
those watching that
Yes.
are interested
Anyone?
in the program,
Interested, yes.
go to Volusia.
Although we're saying Volusia County, we are international? Or
Yes,
is it
we
national?
are. That's
Right.
right.
So if you're somewhere else, right?
right.
Hey, my friend somewhere else.
That's right.
Shout out to you folks.
So go
they
to
could,
girlsontherun.org. For those of you that aren't in Volusia County, put in your zip. You can find a local council.
Oh, awesome.
And for us, for the local people, go to volusia.org and you can register for a site that's open, or you can give me a call and I will work with you to bring a program to your school.
And what's your number?
It is 386-679-1196. And we'll give you some information, maybe to
So we
post
can
on your
repost,
Facebook
and we can make
page.
sure the information goes
And the
out.
website, we're saying GOTR, that's how we say GOTR. So it's
Girls
Oh,
on the
the
Run.
run.
So-
acronym.
Everything is cute. Molly, you're just fantastic. That's all I know. Yes.
So GOTRVolusia.org. And we also have a Facebook page. If you just search Girls on the Run of Volusia County, it will come up. And we have flyers on there about how to become a coach also.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. So are we still in need of new volunteers?
Yes.
And do they have to be school-based?
Good question.
Yes.
So most of our coaches are teachers.
Okay.
However, we love having community coaches.
Okay.
And so the way that you become a coach is get in contact with us. And we have a program director by the name of Megan White. And Megan and I put all the coaches through National Coaches Training. So every 2 years, we pay for first aid and CPR, and also the coaches go through National Coaches Training.
Oh, wow. And so we're still in need of volunteers now.
We have closed our, we're still registering girls. We're accepting new sites for spring semester. So there's always a reason to get in touch with us to bring the program to local
How
schools.
many of the schools now are?
We are at
have
16 sites.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
And more on the west side?
You know what? It's a really nice balance. We're from Ormond. We've got a school in Ormond that's been doing this for about 11 or 12 years, all the way down to Edgewater, to almost Beachside on the east side, and then many schools on the west side.
But any of the schools can get involved.
Absolutely.
Any school.
Any school,
and
public and
private
private.
schools. And we would love to have more boys and girls clubs also.
Absolutely.
And for that we would need community coaches. So any woman who is interested in empowering young girls can contact us, apply to be a coach. And they do have to be available 2 days a week after school.
Okay.
Because it's 2 days a week after school.
Like 3 to 5 or something?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for 10 weeks, and then the 5K is on a Saturday. And that's the real fun part.
And when is that?
The best days of the year.
I would
And
love
the
to
two
come
5Ks.
watch. Yeah.
So Saturday, November 17th.
Oh, we already had the date.
7:30. Make sure we post that, and you're welcome to come. We'd love to have you.
Oh, I'd love to
Yes,
see
you can
that.
put medals on the girls.
That's
that
right.
would
So every girl has a run buddy, and sometimes it's a family member or a friend. Some teachers, not only the teachers who are coaches, but other teachers at the school will run with the girls. And we love to see the men there. We love it when dads and uncles and everyone comes and runs with the girls. So
That's right. There's a whole lot of pink. There is a whole lot of pink and purple, but the men will fit in and have a good time. It's
That's
really
our
one of
colors
the.
too. It's pink and purple. Oh, nice.
It's just one of the best days
and
of the
often
year.
the men are wearing pink.
That's
Sometimes tutus.
We'll be looking for you.
That's right.
Wow. So just a great. And where is it?
Father Lopez Catholic High School, which is on LPGA and a 92. So it's right in the center.
Right.
of
So
Volusia
for
County.
both sides of the county can come
That's right.
together.
7:30 a.m. and it will be worth waking up early and getting there.
Oh, this is so awesome.
Yeah. And there are activities before the run. Girls get their hair happied. We have spray paint and braids and things they can put in their hair, and we have big banners and lots of props where they can take selfies and
A gratitude garden where they write things they're thankful for. So there's many activities to do. We have a great Zumba warm-up, and then we start the run at about 8 o'clock.
Yeah. What would you like to see kind of continue or grow for the girls that have been actively involved? And do they continue year after year?
yes, we have had some girls who have participated 5 or 6 seasons, like 3 years each semester. And one girl in particular who was in Girls on the Run, then went to middle school. And I talked to her one day because she said when she first got to middle school, she didn't do it. And she really missed it. So she started in the middle school program. And there were many girls there too who said having had Girls on the Run in elementary school really helped them transition to middle school. So that's a really important component. So they can participate from 3rd to 8th grade as many times as they want. And we do have girls who do that. And then once they get out of high school, we look for them to come coach for us.
Oh, right, to come back,
right.
to come back in.
They can be junior
volunteer.
coaches. That's exactly right, and
Wow.
volunteer. And, the core values and the language we use, calling each other superstars and believing in each other, those are skills that can carry, the girls through the rest of their life.
Wow.
And that's really what we want. We want them, these lessons to plant seeds that also, they carry with them for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
And there was a longitudinal study done by Girls on the Run. A psychology professor conducted the study over several years, and I have that literature for you.
Oh,
but they have found that it increases character, competence, confidence, connectedness. So it's just an amazing program all around, and there's an increase in physical activity, and that has to extend academically too.
Right.
I don't think they've done the academic part of the study yet, but when girls feel good about themselves, they can accomplish anything they want to do.
That's right.
And when they finish that 5K and you just see the joy on their faces, they know they can do anything.
That's right.
Yeah.
So.
And that's what we want to see.
That's
I can feel that it gives you a warm feeling, right?
Absolutely.
Knowing that we're really impacting not only the lives of girls, but your community as a whole.
Oh,
right?
for sure.
Yeah.
Girls and their parents and their community. And it also, one of the coaches said, is this Girls on the Run or is this Women on the Run? Because really it just is such a great experience for every single coach that's involved too.
Yeah, and it's preparing us in a positive light and a positive atmosphere.
We have had some coaches whose children told us that their parents changed after coaching.
Oh!
Yes.
Wow.
For the better.
Yes,
Yeah, that makes a
absolutely.
difference too.
Yeah. So it affects adults also.
That's right. More of a mastery climate rather than a perfectionistic climate, and that's really important, and that's really counterintuitive to what our culture is like these days.
Yeah, it makes me want to change the magazine covers, right?
Right.
And really show the truth in womanhood and children becoming women.
And there are some advertisers doing that. I think I read CVS or some store was changing it so that the models are not going to be airbrushed. And,
Yeah, look like real
and
people.
authentic.
Yeah, there we
nice.
go. Right.
Yes.
Yeah, just the real you, right?
Yeah.
So that's really important. So, how else can the community get involved? Like, what is the funding? Like, how do we do any of those things?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Because
I'm always thinking that.
We have sponsors and donors, and we rely on them because of the schools we've been in, the 56 schools, 70% of them are Title I schools.
Okay.
And this semester, 63% are Title I schools. Our fee is $125, but
Per student.
per student.
Okay.
So most families can't afford that. So we give discounts as much as we can. We'd like for them to pay something, but I think this season we're requiring $50, but even some can't afford that.
Yeah,
We
so-
don't turn any girl away.
That's right.
So
Finances are never a barrier for our participants.
last year, the school year, we gave $18,000 in discounts to girls so they could participate.
Yeah.
There were some who paid nothing because they couldn't. And we never want to turn a girl away. So we rely heavily on sponsors and donors. Anything can help, $25, $100, but we'll go up to $5,000 if there's
Call us.
That's right.
So we do have levels: 500, 1,000, 2,500, and there are benefits at each level because the girls get a program shirt and a 5K run shirt, and the sponsors are all listed on the back of the shirt. We have signs at our events. We have another fundraiser called Luna Fest, which is a film festival with short films by, for, and about women.
Yes.
And that's our fundraiser that we have at the Athens Theater in February, and then a week afterwards we have it at the Brandon Center in New Smyrna Beach. And that's a fundraiser for us. But we're always looking for donations, and because we want every girl to participate, but it does cost us to put on this program. The curriculum, the T-shirts, the water bottles, that we give the coaches snack money so they have snacks for the girls afterwards. Of course, we pay for the curriculum, and we have licensing dues to pay to international. So
right, because you're international
Right.
program, right?
They help with websites and things
Yeah.
like that. There also is another fundraiser, and that's called Soulmates, and we're starting this for the first time in 2019. In January, our race will be the Shark Bite Half Marathon. It's in New Smyrna Beach, and so people that run have an opportunity to raise money for Girls on the Run of Volusia. And so there will be information on all of our social media about that as well.
I love it. But remember now, you can run, walk, skip,
Dance,
jump.
that's right.
Whatever.
Keep
you may be
moving
like
forward.
me. Right. We got to just make
That's
it.
right.
Yeah. Whenever
And so
I take the stairs, I
that's
think
right.
about that. Oh, no.
We'll help set up a fundraising page so your
I
friends
love
can
that.
donate, friends and family can donate all over the world. And then they can run the race, which they're going to run anyway, and it will help out a girl.
Wow, I love this. So thank you so much, for what you continue to do in our community. If you were to give final words to young girls and to parents, what would that be?
Wow. You want to go first?
I know, this is loaded, right?
well, to be who you are, find yourself, what your passions are, have confidence in yourself, and always do the best of your ability in anything you do, but always feel reassured that you are good, you are great, you are wonderful, and just act that way always, and good things will happen to you.
That's
I
right.
love it.
Well, as a mom that has raised and continuing to raise two strong young women who are 20 and 22, my advice to those mothering girls that are age 3rd through 8th grade
Right.
is to be really patient
Right.
with one another,
Yeah.
to keep talking, and to allow people to come into your life and try new things. So I echo what Karen's words were. But open yourself up to try new things and meet new people and make new friends.
Yeah. So wherever you are, thank you guys so much.
you're welcome.
Wherever you are, guys, within the sounds of our voices, just know that Girls on the Run is live and in living color right here in Volusia County, and maybe right near where you are. So just tap into your resources. I always tell folks, I know when I was raising my son, who's now 23, I know I don't look it, but when, but when he was a little bit younger, there's so much out there that they can get involved in and they can do, and you don't have to do it alone. So shout out to my single parents, shout out to my intact homes, shout out to grandparents raising grandchildren. Just know that this is another avenue to really empower and enhance the lives of young girls.
Absolutely.
And so I definitely, if I had a young girl, this would be one of the resources that I would tap into. And remember, do not let anything be a hindrance. Right? That we have what's needed out there with folks like Karen and Ashley that are going to just keep pushing people forward. And coaches, if you know who you are, the who's who and the what's what, West Volusia or East Volusia, all over Volusia. If you'd like to volunteer, please make contact. It's always nice to just see some good folks, right? Really just pushing our kids. And young girls, if you're watching today, I can't wait to see you get to that finish line. That's like the excitement of it all. And so let me just give you a little news brief. We have fabulous things going on. So for those who are out there, September 15th actually marks the a passion for me, right, to my heart, is Sisters Build Network for Girls Incorporated. We actually will begin orientation. We'll be at the Chisholm Center at 11 o'clock. But at 10 o'clock, because we'll be there a little earlier, we will restart our Saturday seminars with Man Up Mentoring Program and Cameron Enterprises. So we're here, there, everywhere. But we just want to love on your children, and we want to make sure that they have everything that they need so that they can become productive citizens and we can get some rest, right? Because eventually the ultimate goal is we want them to be fabulous, but we really want to get some rest. So as always, I am PrimroseCameron.com. We had Karen, we had Ashley, we have Girls on the Run, but you can walk, skip, all those things. But make sure you tap into the resources that we have. So as always, I'm PrimroseCameron.com, and you heard it here first, guys. You take care now. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.